Hi everyone, welcome to the 700 Club. You may be preparing for a monster winter storm this weekend. The storm is expected to bring dangerous ice and heavy snow from the southwest to the northeast.
The storm is also coming with extremely cold weather in some parts of the country. CBN's Jenna Browder has the details.
From New Mexico all the way to Maine, the salt trucks are out and the snowplows are ready, as the massive winter storm has up to 230 million Americans bracing for snow, ice, and extreme cold. The giant system, stretching 2,000 miles, is expected to bring crippling ice to the south, where there could be widespread power outages.
In the dark purple area here, that's the severe icing area. That's where we're going to be talking about enough freezing rain to result in the risk for widespread power outages, because it weighs down trees and power lines, and that's when you could get very serious, long-lasting power outages.
At least 9 states have already declared a state of emergency, including Texas and North Carolina, where forecasters are warning this could be one of the most historic ice storms in modern history. In Virginia, Governor Abigail Spanberger is urging people to do their shopping now and to stay off the roads Saturday night through Monday morning.
This will allow not only for the safety and security of our neighbors, but it will allow for faster clearing of roads and ensure greater safety during what we expect will be the most dangerous times on the roads.
Here in the nation's capital and up the East Coast, forecasters are looking for up to a foot of snow, potentially paralyzing travel. Delta Airlines has already canceled flights in at least 5 states, with other airlines also waiving changing fees. The storm ramps up today in New Mexico and Texas before moving east and making its way up the East Coast, stretching all the way to Maine by Sunday. Temperatures will be brutally cold in many areas, too. It could feel like 35 below in Chicago this weekend. And this cold punch coming after the storm means it could take a while for America to thaw out. And because of the power outages, many could be without heat. Jenna Browder, CBN News.
Thank you, Jenna. Feeling like minus 35 in Chicago. Everybody, please prepare as best you can in your home for the possibility of a long power outage, and certainly be careful driving on those roads with ice. In other news, the U.S. is sending a powerful military force to the Middle East. It could signal a strike on Iran. Chris Mitchell has the story from Jerusalem.
President Trump told reporters he's watching Iran closely.
You know, we have a lot of ships going that direction, just in case. We have a big flotilla going in that direction, and we'll see what happens. It's a big force. We have a big force going toward Iran. I'd rather not see anything happen, but we're watching them very closely.
Trump said the regime canceled more than 800 executions on Thursday, but Iran's top prosecutor denied that. And reports inside Iran say Iranian forces continue to kill their own citizens, even in hospitals.
They go into hospitals, they kill these people on the hospital beds, they kill the nurses and doctors that are operating and assisting these protesters. These are crimes against humanity.
The UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in Iran says the death toll may exceed 20,000. The spokesman for Iran's armed forces threatened the U.S. if it harms Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. And while the war of words continues, many Iranians are still hoping the U.S. military will come to their aid. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Thank you, Chris. We should pause. You know, there's so much going on in the world that news just kind of flies by. But to think that the death toll may exceed 20,000 and that protesters are being murdered in the hospital, and so are nurses, medical staff, doctors. As Trump said, there is quite an armada heading to Iran. So with all going on over the weekend with a winter storm, there'll be a lot going on in that area of the world as well to keep an eye on.